President Trump has viewed the 2026 Iran war as a step to maintain global peace by making Iran abandon its nuclear weapon program. This initiative follows decades of sanctions that yield minimal results and heightened regional anxiety. A deadlock negotiation follows months' conflict, with Iran's hardline still intent on nuclear weapon development, even though many of its nuclear and military sites have been destroyed. Has Trump failed in this mission? Now, while the Korean War didn't result in decisive victory for the US-led allies, it was a crucial win for democracies by halting the spread of communism, leading to the establishment of democratic and economically strong South Korea, and a step towards the end of Cold War. Similarly, 2026 Iran war may not have entirely halted Iran's nuclear weapons program. It has delayed Iran becoming a nuclear-armed state. Throughout history, the US has constantly demonstrated such an insight into the impact of nuclear weapons on national security and world peace. From the atomic bombings that concluded World War II to Eisenhower's Atom for Peace initiative, the Test Ban Treaty, and the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, no other nation like America dedicates to nuclear disarmament and the peaceful use of nuclear technology. This war is not only America's another contribution to world peace, but also undeniably has provided us with valuable lessons. Number one, after the Cold War concluded, global nuclear weapon stockpiles significantly decreased, dropping from 15.9K to 13.4K, fueled by increased optimism for enduring peace. Some nations have even voluntarily renounced their nuclear arsenals. China's strategic investment in productivity and high-tech industries alongside globalization made it the world's second largest economy. Although it only has about 600 nuclear warheads, 1/9 of Russia's. This emphasis on military advancement, anticipating a future when nuclear weapons could be transformed from crucial battlefield tools of World War II and the Cold War into ultimate deterrents or instruments of mutual assured destruction. Therefore, achieving complete global nuclear disarmament remains a distant objective, requiring a peaceful international environment, the voluntary surrender of nuclear weapons, and global cooperation. Ultimately, enduring peace in the Persian Gulf hinges on Iran's willingness to abandon its adversarial stance towards its neighbors and Western nations, choosing peace over nuclear capabilities. Number two, the war has forced average Iranians to ponder if sacrificing their quality of life and liberties for nuclear bomb development is worthwhile, especially after enduring so much sufferings from decades of international sanctions. Moreover, why did their Muslim neighbors remain indifferent during the conflict? was out of the solidarity with the US, or could Iran's nuclear ambitions be unsettling its neighbors, thus disturbing peace in the Persian Gulf and jeopardizing international maritime security? Number 3. This war highlights a latent energy crisis stemming from an outdated energy industry and over-reliance on traditional resources. It also exposes the impracticality of net zero goals. Despite a lack of natural resources, Singapore has attained energy independence through its robust oil refining sector. Conversely, Australia, by favoring green energy initiatives over refinery reconstruction, now has to import fuel from Singapore. Similarly, many Western countries sacrificed energy independence during globalization, leading to fuel shortages and diminished support for the US during the Iran War. Consequently, this conflict serves as a stark reminder for all nations to prioritize national energy independence and the urgency of developing new energy. After triumphing over communism and the Cold War, the free world now faces fresh challenges. Domestically, extreme leftist political correctness is straining the democratic system, leading to serious bureaucracy, low morale, and economic decline. Externally, the rise of Muslim extremism affects both internal stability and international relations with Muslim countries. The Strait of Hormuz is a crucial chokepoint for global energy supplies and an essential for Persian Gulf nations' prosperity. Therefore, it is vital for international understanding of the Persian Gulf region's geopolitics, culture, and its self-determination. Therefore, the US government should avoid a protracted Iran war, which could intensify tensions between Western and Muslim communities. This has been reflected in the Trump administration's recent revised policies on tightening sanctions on Iran while collaborating with nations in the region to safeguard them from Iran's nuclear weapon threat and preserve regional peace, including cooperation on nuclear power and research. The United States, possessing an innate ability for introspection, correction, and self-belief, has been historically positioned to guide Western civilization for a century. The Trump administration has steered the world into deglobalization and is now rebounding and refocusing on its core objectives after the Iran War. The Stargate project is paving the way for America's continued technological supremacy, particularly in AI. However, mastering next-generation energy and liberating humanity from relying on fossil fuels is another paramount priority. A timely warning sent to the world through the 2026 Iran War. The divine intent favors humanity to overcome self-imposed restriction by the resources divinely provided: water, sun, wood, oil, etc. Mankind should fully utilize its intellect to enhance life by exploring both Earth and the cosmos, developing innovations such as button-sized compact batteries that could power a Tesla for weeks and backing ambitious projects like Elon Musk's SpaceX and NASA's space exploration missions. Only then the US can genuinely claim to have accomplished the universal mission entrusted to this great nation. If this video gives you something to think about it, please share it with someone who will appreciate. Thank you for watching.